should we spend on those who are poor, those who have nothing? Why should we spend on these people? If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had wanted, He would have given them sufficient so that we would not have to spend on them. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one. You are saying, that is, the Muslims are saying, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is in control of everything. You are saying that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who has given us everything that we have. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who provides. And therefore, if He wanted to provide for these people, He would have done that. He would not have told us to provide for them, to give to them. But He would have given it Himself. If you are saying Allah is, all powerful and so on, it would have been very easy for Him to do that. We say that this is a mentality of many people today also. Right? The same mentality of a lot of people today. When we have fundraisers here, our brothers remind us of all of these ways in which Shaitan gets the better of people. He makes them think in this way. This is one of the things that they would say. If Allah had wanted to give to those people, then He would have given them directly Himself. He doesn't need us to give to them. Whatever He has given to us, that is ours, right? And this is from people who maybe it seems that they believe in God. They believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So they are saying, if God had wanted, He would have given to those people. He's given to us, so what we have, that is ours. And then the other mentality, the other type of thing that we see is this is my wealth. This is what I have earned. I have made effort, I have sweated and so on. And so I have earned this. It is mine. And therefore, I don't need to give it to anybody else, right? I have absolute possession of it. I can do with it whatever I like. This ayah says, spend from what Allah has provided you. It is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who has given to you. So our brothers normally remind us of that also. Whatever you have is not really yours. It belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He's the one who has given you. He has provided that for you. So you don't have absolute right over it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one who has the right to say what should be done with the wealth that He has given to you. And this is one of the ways in which He has commanded us to spend it. Spend it by giving it to those who are in need. Taking care of our own needs and so on, but also helping people out with that. And then there are those who want to hoard their wealth and so on, and they think that if they give, it will diminish from the wealth that they have. And they are also assured, all of us are assured that this is not so. If you spend in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He's going to give you more. He's going to replace it by something else, right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not allow you to go poor, to become poor by giving. And the hadith says that nobody becomes poor by giving. Your wealth does not decrease by you giving from it. Actually, it's a means of increasing your wealth by giving. And all of these concepts that people have, and we see a lot of that these days among people. This is mine. Why should I give it to others? If I give it to others, then what would I have to spend on myself and things like that, right? So all of these ideas that come into the minds of people, and that Shaitan uses to deceive people into not giving, not being generous, and so on. We see that it was the same kind of mentality that people had in those days. In addition to actually giving and helping people out who may be poor, who may not be able to find the resources for their own meals, to purchase their own meals and so on. In addition to telling you that you should be generous towards them, help them out in the difficulties that they have, and so There's another thing that is implied also in this ayah, and that is to be nice and friendly with people, to be generous to them, to be open to them, to always have a good relationship with people, not to reject people who may not necessarily, they may not come and ask you directly, but you see that they are in need and you do not come to their assistance. This is something that is bad, right? If you know that there are people in need, you see them perhaps, and maybe you know from the sight of them that there are people who are in need and so on. You go and you try to help them as much as you can. So being generous, being kind, being nice, not rejecting people. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in a surah that all of you perhaps are familiar with, and that is Surah Al-Duha. فَأَمَّا السَّائِلَ فَلَا تَنْهَرْ. As for the one who asks, do not reject him, do not repel him, do not be harsh towards him. وَأَمَّا بِنِعْمَةِ رَبِّكَ فَحَدِّثْ. As also for concerning the ni'mah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He has given to you, speak about that. Speak about this, but in other words, acknowledge that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you the wealth, and therefore since you recognize that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you, spend it in a way that would be pleasing to Him. The giving of wealth is not just to satisfy the needs of the poor, but there are many other benefits in it. In fact, there is the hadith that says, in fact it comes in more than one way. The hadith is narrated perhaps in more than one way, or perhaps the Prophet ﷺ said it in different ways, that maybe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given to you the people who have, right? Maybe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given to you because of the people who do not have. The people who are poor in the society, because of the existence of such people within the society, maybe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given to you because of that. Why? So that you can help, so that you can be involved in building the society. It's not just individuals again that you are helping. There are so many ramifications from this concept of giving, this concept of being generous. It is not just the individuals that you are helping, but you are helping to build a society, and you are helping that society to be cohesive, to be concerned for each other, to show kindness towards each other and so on. That is the kind of society that we are trying to build. And not only among ourselves, we are living in a wider society than just Muslims. So extending that kind of feeling towards them also is something that is very important. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us to use our wealth for positive purposes. Jazakumullah. Assalamu alaikum.